guys, Mick here from Cartel, back another kick-ass beer review. This is a double review, so I'm actually going to review another product along with the beer. This one particular beer, it's from a company or brewing company I said I'd never venture back to due to the fact that I found their beers very, very subpar, and I feel the main ingredients were pretty much adjunct or extract type beers to me. That's just my palate. It might not be the way that they brew it, but it certainly did taste that way to me. So it is Botany Brew by Hawkesbury Brewing Company. Their tropical ale, guava and passion fruit. Going to give it a go. It does sound very, very appealing because of the name, but like they say, don't judge a beer by the can. So all its name, that's for sure. I'll see how we go with that. The other product we're going to review is, as you've seen at the intro, Mr. Hamfreys microwave pork crackling. Hammies, pork snacks, known by a lot of different names across the world, and it's definitely certainly a different sort of product in the way that you process or basically cook it up. I'm used to getting the really big pieces of pork crackle when I buy my favourite brand. This full bag, it didn't really expand up to much, but it is what it is. For the price, I don't think it's well worth it at all. This much here for the cost is not real good, but we'll see how it tastes. So I've obviously already microwaved it. It smells pretty good. It smells very porky. It's very hammy. Does smell pretty good. Like I say, the pieces aren't really that big. I was a bit worried. I put it in for an extra minute because I just didn't feel that it was actually working. So, cheers. Yeah, it's got pretty good flavour. As I got a bit stuck under my tongue, it has got pretty good flavour. It's a snack. It's a beer snack. Whether I'd couple it with this particular beer I'm about to have, I don't know. It could be a little bit too oily, a little bit too heavy flavour for this particular beer. But cheers. Let's see how this one goes down. Straight up, I'm getting big passion fruit and guava just out of the can. We'll get it poured up. We have to put it in the Stein Lager glass. Anyway, happy Australia Day to those who celebrate Australia Day. Those who don't, it's just probably another day to them. We'll see how we go with this beer. But anyway, for those who are enjoying the day off from work, cheers. Smells very spritzy, like almost like more of a cider than anything. It does look like a cider. Now these guys are pretty big for their little fat lamb releases, stuff like that. It's quite warm here in Newcastle at the moment, so it's probably going to go down pretty good regardless of what it tastes like. Not a lot of carbonation there. For me, I'm getting more of a cider, more of a maybe a seltzer, sort of spritzy sort of aroma and sort of feel coming from it. But we don't know until we try it, I guess. Cheers. It actually certainly cuts through the the fattiness of those pork crackles, and it does remind me very much of their core range sort of stuff, and really sort of lacking in that. I would put this more in a sort of maybe a cider category. What does it say? It doesn't really say much on here. It's just says proudly brewed by Hawkesbury Brewing Company, Pacific Highway, Lisero, Central Coast. I think this would be more suited to being brewed with a sour yeast, or maybe salt for a goza. Certainly has more of that that vibe about it. Just needs that, maybe that that mouth puckering sour addition to it, or like I said, more along the lines of a goza. It's got potential, and it's got potential in that field, but certainly not as a tropical ale. I'm going to keep digging away at my little container here of the pork crackles. Finish off this beer. Enjoy the rest of the day, and keep an eye out. Next video will be the grain to glass tasting video. I'm going to lay off the videos for a little bit, so that'll be the next one for sure. Won't do any sort of commercial or other homebrew sort of reviews in that time between this starting and this finishing, and obviously the tasting. So we'll see you on that video. Cheers.